I grew up listening to the Beatles in the 60s. And I mean, I was blown away. The first time I heard, I Want to Hold Your Hand on the radio and saw her standing there, we freaked out. And I remember them being on Ed Sullivan's show, and I was so pissed. I was yelling at my parents going, because all these girls were screaming. I couldn't hear them. I was so mad. It was like freaking ridiculous. But, I mean, the whole British invasion is really what got me wanting to do this, And, the rest is, once I really started playing out and I got older, the New Jersey club scene and New York club scene was on fire. I mean, back in the day, the drinking age was 18, man. There was there was a club on every corner. Places like you were saying, the Fountain Casino, for example. I mean, we played there every Monday night for I don't know how many years. The Stone Pony every Tuesday night. We had more weeknights. I mean, we played 6 nights a week, and never had to leave the tri-state area. It was insane. And it obviously isn't that way anymore, but, the heyday, there was such a melting pot of talent in this state, too, that so many people that came out of this whole thing. Like, look at Zach Wilde. Zach used to open up for us at the Stone Pony every Tuesday night, man. He was a little kid. It was great. Everything is needed, I mean, it's the music scene cleanses itself, I think, just like everything else does. There's always something else coming down the pipe, but eventually it comes back to this. It comes back to heavy metal. That never changes for some reason. I think it's the only thing that doesn't. Well, the internet's changed everything, It's totally changed everything. We can't even, you better be good now because it's going to be on YouTube tomorrow. That's all there is to it. It's not like the old days where you could flub a couple of things and everybody was bombed. They didn't see it. Well, they're going to see it tomorrow now. So you got to be spot on all the time. That plus the internet is such a great marketing tool too. I mean, it's really changed the way the record industry sells records, obviously, but I don't know if it's for the better or not. I think it's taken a lot of the romance out of it, but it's a necessary evil at this point, I mean, the technology is, you're not going to stop it. You either got to sink or swim. You adapt to it. Only the strong survive. First record I bought had to be a Beatles album. It had to be. I don't remember exactly. I think it was probably the single for I Want to Hold Your Hand, and I Saw Her Standing There was the flip side. Okay, guys, listen, check out rockscene.com. You can see my interview on there. There's all kinds of history and all kinds of cool stuff. Be there or be square.